YouTube, welcome back to our channel and thank you for clicking on this video. Today we are just going to be talking about all the Daikaiju that we know about so far in Kaiju number 8 and what their abilities are. So without further ado, brothers, let's go ahead and get into this video. Obviously, the first kaiju that we're going to talk about is Kaiju number 1, the Future Sight Kaiju. Now, this is the first Daikaiju that was ever given a number, it being number 1, and whenever it was defeated, it was turned into weapon RT-0001. Right now, we see General Narumi using that weapon, and we know that he's using it whenever he fought number 9, and his eyes turned into those super dope pink crosses, and he basically just sliced up and diced up Kaiju number 9. Now, the reason that Kaiju number 1 is known as the Future Sight Kaiju is because it works by allowing the user's eyes to see a life force's brain signals that trigger physical activities. By seeing those impulses, the number 1 user can basically predict somebody's actions before it moves. This was also the reason that number 1's attacks were known as inescapable attacks. So General Isao actually said that its attacks were very scary back in the day and it was a very formidable foe. We don't have any pictures of Kaiju number 1 currently, but I gotta imagine that he looked like a dog. Kaiju number 2. You know what, let's start this off with a moment of silence for my man General Isao. Alright, now this is the current image that we have of Kaiju number 2. As you can see, it was huge and was said to have held on to its strong sense of pride until his last breath. 2 nearly destroyed the town of Sapporo before it was eventually defeated and turned into the base for General Isao's weaponized suit. We saw just how destructive the number 2 suit was whenever it was wielded by Isao. Between the blast he produced, fighting with Kaiju number 9, and even injuring Kafka, it's easy to see just how strong number 2 is. If that doesn't prove it to you, then don't forget that General Isao is the only person that's ever been powerful enough to use a weaponized Kaiju number 2. The special abilities that we've seen from number 2 are its extremely durable armor or shield, a lightning-like energy blast that can shoot from its mouth, as well as the ability to increase its attack range and strength with a force blast. As of now, number 2 is no longer under the Defense Force's control, as Kaiju number 9 absorbed number 2 and General Isao. We've seen some of the upgrades number 2 has provided number 9, but we still don't know the full extent of how strong 9 is now. Kaiju number 3. No, I'm just playing. We don't know anything about Kaiju number 3 yet. You know the vibes. Kaiju number 4. Now this one is weird because we've basically seen the suit design for Kaiju number 4, but other than that, we really don't know too much about it. Now what we are gonna do is just talk about the few things that we do know. Now, like I said, we've seen the suit design on Hikari Shinomiya, the person that did wield the Kaiju number 4 suit, or Kikoru's mom, as some of you might know her. And whenever she did wield the suit and we saw it, it was a light colored suit that had wings in the back of it. Now for this reason, it leads me to believe that Kaiju number 4 was probably our first wyvern-based Daikaiju. And a wyvern-based kaiju is basically somebody or something that flies. So that's what my best guess is, because it also says that the user of the number 4 suit gracefully swept through battlefields like a Valkyrie. So my best guess is we're dealing with some sort of wyvern Daikaiju, and it'll be awesome to finally see this whenever the time comes. Kaiju number 6, the symbol of despair, or the king of Kaiju. But if you've been around this channel long enough, then you know I just call his swole ass Godzilla for obvious reasons. He has dark scales and huge tails, and like when I say huge, like huge tails. These tails are quite literally bigger than its body whenever you look at the scaling of it. But 6 was said to have led the most cataclysmic attack to date. This number 6 attack not only brought Hanju level kaiju with it, but due to 6's abilities, it released a massive snowstorm with its attack. Eventually, Hikari led an attack that resulted in 6's defeat. It was turned into a weaponized suit that nobody was compatible with for years, so it basically just sat off in a cold room. Until Reno Ichikawa came along. He's the first person ever in the Defense Force history whose cells were compatible with the number 6 suit. We've seen Reno get to use and train with the weaponized suit, and it's been an awesome experience. And this is because Kaiju number 6 has the sick ability to create ice or freeze things around it. This is shown by the snowstorm it brought with its attack and the cold energy that the number 6 suit emits while in use. Reno has been able to freeze things through touch, amplify his shots with cryokinesis, and even freeze his own surroundings. While it's been awesome to see what number 6 can do, I honestly don't think that we've even scraped the surface of what Reno's really going to be able to do with this number 6 suit, as he keeps on bringing more power out of that suit at a good rate. Obviously, we've seen what this suit can do to any of the users, or any of the Daikaiju suits can do to users. The humanoid Kaiju number 8, aka Lil Guy, or Kafka, our main characters. I don't really know how to classify it, but y'all know what I mean. Basically the same, all in one package. Kafka gives it to you all at once. Nonetheless, Kaiju numbers 8 through 10 are all very special Daikaiju that we're going to talk about. This is because they are the only 3 that have exhibited human intelligence. We will just call them humanoids for short. We've actually seen the appearance of 8 multiple times in the series so far. The best way to describe 8 is small but mighty. Kaiju number 8 has a small frame but boasts a fortitude level of 9.8, making it the highest recorded fortitude that we've seen so far. I do think that there's an argument that currently 9 could have a higher fortitude level, but we don't have full proof of this yet, so I don't want to speculate. Kaiju number 8 flew into Kafka's room early in this series, said, "I found you," crawled into Kafka's mouth, and nothing was the same. We've seen a wide array of abilities from Kaiju number 8 so far. Kaiju number 8 has enhanced speed, enhanced strength, insane durability, energy blast that he can use to attack people or speed himself up, regeneration, and finally, the ability to detect where other kaiju are at and what kind of kaiju it is. To say that Kaiju number 8 is overpowered in this series would be an understatement. This extreme power comes as a drawback for Kafka though, as Kafka's human body is just not as durable as a kaiju body. We've also seen that Kaiju number 8 wants to kill other kaiju. We don't know much about 8 yet other than it's taking over Kafka's body every time he transforms, but I'm excited to see what else we learn about Kaiju number 8 as this series keeps on progressing. Kaiju number 9, aka the virus kaiju, is up next on the list. Bro, Kaiju number 9 is like that dude that starts off looking like this, and then his girl breaks up with him, so he slides out to the gym, lifts every day for the next 6 months, and comes out looking like this. I love Kaiju number 9's new design, but everything about Kaiju number 9 is terrifying for our series so far. Kaiju number 9 is somebody that is cool, calm, and collected, but at the same time has basically proven to me that he's the most intelligent organism in this series.
Boy, if you don't get...
Not only is he intelligent though, but he has an extreme ability to adapt to any situation that he's in. He's gone toe-to-toe with some of the strongest members of our defense force and has only come out stronger from every single one of those fights. To think that he fought General Narumi and was just fighting him to learn General Narumi's fighting style is scary, bro. Obviously, Narumi did take out the shadow clone. It's not a shadow clone, but the number 9 clone. But it just gives you a look into just how adaptable and how intelligent Kaiju number 9 is. One thing I will say about 9 is that he's never mindlessly killing people. 9 is very calculated and honestly gets very annoyed when things don't go to plan for this reason. The abilities of 9 seem just as limitless as number 8, if not more so. It's said that 9 operates like a virus. Get ready for this laundry list of powers we've seen from Kaiju number 9. Kaiju number 9 has the ability to cut off radio frequency. He has enhanced strength, enhanced speed, the ability to control kaiju near him, regeneration, extreme durability, shoot his finger as bullets, shapeshifting, cloning, metamorphosis. He creates other kaiju / Daikaiju. Energy blast. He can fuse with other humans or kaiju. He can make himself huge. And finally, he can revive kaiju and make them come back stronger than before. The most recent fortitude rating we have for 9 is an 8.5, but I really don't know that we can say that he's an 8.5 anymore after absorbing General Isao and Kaiju number 2. I have a really good feeling in my head that he's probably higher than a 9.7. I think that he's either a 9.8 just like Kafka, if not stronger than that. My reasoning for that is obviously after he got that power up, General Narumi and Kafka fighting together were barely able to even keep on fighting with Kaiju number 9. So it'll be interesting to see what Kaiju number 9 is able to do as this series keeps on going on and what this final war with 9 will bring. Kaiju number 10, also known as the smoke demon of the bunch. This is the creature that will feed on you for sustenance and also led the wyvern-based attack against the Tachikawa base. Now, number 10 was a prototype Daikaiju humanoid that was created by Kaiju number 9. Kaiju number 10 for sure wears his pride on his sleeve. Right as soon as he pulls up to the scene, he immediately challenges the strongest person on the base to a fight, which just so happens to be Vice Captain Hoshina. 10 was eventually defeated by a team effort between Mina, Kikoru, and Hoshina. It was awesome to see 10's fight because of the swagger that 10 had. His confidence was just oozing during the fight, and his fighting style was very similar to Vice Captain Hoshina's. During 10's fight with the 3rd Division, we saw many abilities from it. Number 10 has enhanced speed, enhanced reflexes, shapeshifting, extreme durability, regeneration, size growth, shoots projectiles, and he can control Kaiju as we saw with the Wyvern raid that he led. Now, even though Kaiju number 10 was defeated by the 3rd Division, he wasn't killed by them. His core was very damaged, so he basically just couldn't fully heal himself. Whenever this happened, Captain Hoshina went in to talk to Kaiju number 10, and Kaiju number 10 told Hoshina that he wants to be weaponized and used by Hoshina to fight other strong Kaiju. Now, I don't believe that this is Kaiju number 10's true objectives, and if you want to learn what Kaiju number 10's true objectives are, then you need to click on this video that pops up to learn more about Kaiju number 10. Thanks for watching our video, and I'll catch you later.